What is up, Planeswalkers? Theric6 back with some more Magic the Gathering Arena. I would, of course, love it if you went over to flipsidegaming.com and use promo code 6 for 10% off on orders over $10. It's a good deal. It helps support the show. And they have sweet, it's just value, man. Them Dragon Shields. Dragon Shields, so much value. Today, as you can probably notice, this is 0 out of... Where's my cursor? There it is. This is 0 out of 1. I was not able to play any practice games today because of D&D. So that's fine. We're just gonna play Illusions. This deck is not meant to be a great deck. It's meant to be a fun deck. We're playing Illusion Tribal, where essentially we just want to do fun illusion things. That's pretty much it. That's all you really need. So we're playing 4 Ops. Very helpful card in the early game to make sure we hit the mana that we want. 3 Anticipates. Oh, I should note there's a relatively high, spell-esque sub-theme because of Murmuring Mystic, but still. 3 Anticipates. It's just filtering to the things that you need because there are so few of them. 3 Search for Azcanta. Awkward. Because it helps filter and it gets us our non-creature spells. 3 Growth Spirals. This is a really nice card, actually, because it allows us to get to our 4s and 5 drops a lot faster. So it's just very helpful. In fact, I think I'm just going to drop one of the searches and go up on a Growth Spiral. As I've said before, there really needs to be a way to increase numbers on this page. Yeah, so I can't, right-click either, so that's what I'm doing here. Wait, let me just double-check. Yeah, no. So if right-click right now doesn't do anything, so they really should implement that. I think the reason they don't is because eventually, when they want to implement mobile, can't really right-click, but still, fuck that. 3 Jace. Why Jace? Because he makes illusions, and he makes illusions of himself, kind of. So, that's why. 2 Quasiduplicates. We have relatively few creatures. We want to make a bunch of them. That's why we're running Quasiduplicate. 3 Sinister Sabotage. We don't, as a blue-green deck, we don't have a lot of good removal, so we kind of just need to counter it. 4 Murmuring Mystics. This is kind of like one of the best illusion makers. It's, 4 mana, not great, but it's a 1/5, so it blocks relatively decently, and you're playing a bunch of instant sorceries anyway. So you're totally fine just getting incidental value. And Path of Discovery is really nice with Murmuring Mystic because each of our illusions that come into play get to explore. So we either, run through our lands a bit faster, or we have nice 2/2 birds. It's fantastic. 1 Helm of the Host. It's fun with Mesmerizing Benthid. That's pretty much why. This deck is meant to be, just a fun little casual thing. Repudiate, Replicate is kind of extra copies of Quasiduplicate, except for the fact that you can repudiate things, and it's targeted, activated, or triggered ability. So what you can do with this is essentially counter Planeswalkers, like ultimating or something like that. So I've actually found that Repudiate's pretty helpful. For Benthids, kind of like the reason I wanted to make this freaking deck. As soon as it came out, I was like, oh, I have to make Illusion Tribal. And I looked at the cards. There weren't very many. So it has hexproof as long as we control an illusion. We have, decent ways of making illusions. So it's usually going to have hexproof. And, it comes with its own illusions. It's cool. We got a 4/5. And then, of course, we have some Viviens because we are a deck that wants to just run through our cards relatively quickly. So Vivien helps. We're running... This is our mana base. It's, fine. But we're running Memorial to Genius to just draw more cards. And Memorial to Unity to try and actually get the things. This is our setup. We're only running 23 lands. We have, 20 instant sorceries, so we're running a decent amount. There was one other thing that I wanted to mention here, and I don't remember what it was. Oh, right, no, I wanted to actually show you Illusion. As you can see, not a lot to work with. I will talk about narcomeoba when I get to the sideboard, but narcomeoba does not actually work with this deck. Save changes. So we're just going to hop into play mode because it is meant to be a fun, casual deck for a bit of unwinding. For those of you who watch the D&D show, and you totally should, when this is live, Merchant should be posting the D&D episode pretty shortly after. We had a heavy episode. That's all I'll say. I'll keep this. This seems reasonable. We have this. Okay. Novice Knight. Interesting. Play this because it has to come in tapped. So, Orzhov, Sleeve. So, my opponent's not a big spender. But it looks like they're on Azorius Aggro, I guess is what this is. want to be able to play Jace, but can't really play Jace into this board. Azcanta helps, but then I can't play something on 2 or on 3. I think Azcanta is just better here. Oh, the sploosh! Ugh, it's awful. My webcam is just constantly in a state of flux. Dubin.
I look forward to seeing your mistake.
Is this played Azorius Aggro? I didn't think it was. I assume you're gonna plus. No, minus.
From another's success.
That makes sense. Keep that on top. So I could play Jace from State Farm. Plus him to 4. This becomes a 3, so he would still die immediately. I can make an illusion. He would still die, but I would at least be able to block this and force him to pay for it. And his Dovin wouldn't be able to level up as much. Oh, you know what? That was probably just a mistake. I probably should have just played more of the Genius. Just like opted or something. Yeah, we'll go and play the Castaway. A Castaway. Or as many people call him, Sexy Jace.
I love a good puzzle. Oh, look at that. It's so sad to watch you fight yourself.
I feel a sneeze. Nope, it's gone.
Inventions bring joy to me and others.
This is only when he hits a player, right? Yeah. So if he wants to kill the Jake from State Farm, then he can't get extra counters on Dovin, unless, of course, my opponent has some removal or something. Deputy on Search? Doesn't stop me from playing it, right? No. I will block. Sure, that's fine.
That just happened?
What? Did he really just say that just happened? It's dumb. Let's opt. We're not in a great spot. Now that I think is like the main problem with this deck is like with just blue-green, you can't really like wipe the board or anything. There are so many aggro decks running around.
This is no mere.
So he's gonna gain 3, so he's gonna go 7, so Dovin can ultimate next turn, so what I really want to get is a Repudiate. Why would you not attack with all of them? You would be... Alright, he would have been able to ultimate Dovin. I don't know why he didn't attack like that. Like, it's not like I have fucking flashcards. We're not in math class. Sure. Why are you so stressed out about my search for Azcanta? I'll play Benthid. Sure, I'll play Benthid. That's interesting. Never seen that before. Oh, look at their face. Sure, I don't care about Novice Knight. I can block. Block. Just stack with that one, sure. I would really love a Repudiate. Gonna play... So we could opt first. Fudge. He gets what, 2? He gets 3! Oh, shoot. So we could opt first and try and find a Repudiate. We can Murmuring Mystic and opt to get more value. I think it's correct to opt first. Nope. Darn. I still stand by. I think it was correct to do that. Unless my opponent's super greedy and they decide to plus again. I can just attack their Dovin. Ugh, I thought I turned off my laptop. Sorry. But I assume they just chump block with either one of the knights or a vanguard. I might as well threaten it. Sure. He does decide to take the life, that's fine. Should minus at him, yep. This deck does have issues with planeswalkers. Sure. Sure. It's very interesting. Kind of just had to pass the turn. I theoretically can do this if my opponent doesn't actually do anything important.
Not just a gadget, but ingenuity.
Yeah, sure. Lets me surveil as well. Quasiduplicate. Sure. Actually, kind of works with my Murmuring Mystic. Yeah, sure. That might help. I'm still going to chump block that. Is that true? Because now I can attack Dovin. Nah, I'll chump block it. I think it's better to just not take any of the damage, not let Dovin tick up faster, and let's try and duplicate the crap out of my board state. It's unfortunate. Why is this deck running negate? I hate tempo decks. Cool. Sure. Sure.
Mind if I enjoy this?
Sure. Going all in on that Azcanta Vanguard. Oh, Deputy, sure. This will go up to 2? No, block. Now that doesn't untap next turn. Very helpful card. Get some birds. Well, illusions. Oh, they are bird illusions. I did not think that they would be. One in your hand, the rest on the bottom. Ah! I don't think I can do the Jace. I think I have to get Growth Spiral here. Just keep trying to do value-oriented things. Ooh, and I have Sabotage. Nice, nice. I will go ahead and attack Dovin here. Force the block. So I should be able to kill Dovin pretty soon. We're both top decking. Oh, I can't cast Sabotage because my opponent has 2 Tithe Takers. Fantastic. Obsession on that. Sure, sure. Can block you as well, sir. Actually, I can block you really easily. We have 1/5. My opponent is not having it. Interesting. Alright. I don't think I need to care about the 2-1. If I block these, he's going to get 2 flyers. Let's see. I do want to kill her. So he's probably going to get sacrificed. Could lose a bird. If I lose a bird, then I can't actually kill Dovin. Can gang up on this person. Because he can't kill anything but a single bird. I can triple block the deputy. Force this to sack. Dovin goes up to 4. And I would have not enough birds to kill him, but I think this is fine. Because it means I'll kill their bodyguard, I guess. Do I want to sack this? I probably do. I assume my opponent's going to activate the bodyguard. Yep. It's fine, he can only kill one of my birds with deputy. Only goes up to 3. Not great. Why didn't I... I'm so dumb. I thought this was a 3-3. Oh, I'm sorry, everyone. Well, I feel stupid. That's really unfortunate, actually. Because this costs 6 of my lands, essentially. So I only have 2 mana. Yeah, can't really afford to attack, unfortunately. Sure.
These contraptions have their uses.
Interesting. They're still offering me the deputy. Because I can chump the novice. Okay. Interesting. So this pretty easily gets chump... No, passive blockers. This pretty easily gets chump blocked. If I triple block on the deputy, I'm taking 5 damage and going to 2. I get my Azcanta back. Azcanta flips immediately, which is nice. Why are people outside right now? It's significantly later than I usually record. I think I'm going to do this and just take the 5 on the chin. If my opponent is trying to do something tricky, I do have Sabotage for it. Sure. I should just hit resolve all. Nah. I'll get 2 more birds. I'll get to surveil one, which is nice. We might be able to pull back into it. Our army of birds. No. Bodyguard, sure. Library. Transform. What did that do? 6? Jeez. So I definitely want to attack Dovin down. Or do I? Let's see. Our opponent can attack us with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 creatures. Should be able to block all of them. Attack Dovin for 1. I don't want to play Mystic right yet. And there's definitely good reason to. But I also want to be able to use Azcanta. to try and draw, but I think it is just safer to play Murmuring Mystic now. The question is, should I attack Dovin for 2 or for 1? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He could remove one of my creatures. 1, 2, 3. Oh, if he had Deputy Detention, I'm screwed anyway, right? So if he removed one of my creatures, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I wouldn't be able to. Yeah, so I need to just attack with 1. I lose to a Deputy of Detention, but I would lose to that regardless. Please don't tell me you top decked it. Okay. Annoying but fine. Sure.
You're doing me a favor.
I think that's an easy block on both the Tithe Takers. Decreases the total power. Jump on this, and I can just block like this. Don't have to lose anything. Everything is blocked. Cool, cool. Now he does have some flyers, which is unfortunate. But it should be okay. He's also 1 land away from Resplendent, so that should be okay. I'm gonna go and play Hinterland, and we're gonna activate this immediately. Vivien Reid is very interesting. I can play her. And I can use her to kill Resplendent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I could block the rest of his creatures if he wants to come in. Yeah, I'll take a Vivien. Mostly just to thin lands out of the deck at this point. I really hope this is not a one video or 1 game video. Well, even if it is, you know,
not so much.
it's interesting at least. Why are you saying nice? I don't. Stop.
That out of here.
Stop it. No attacks. I need all of them. Yes, 6 and 6. I'm gonna continue to minus. Yep, that's totally fine. Vanguard, fine. Are you going whole hog at Vivien? I have a blocker for everyone in the air. So that one's going at me. Only 2 are going at Vivien. Interesting. Okay, yeah. So I have really easy blocks here and here. I don't actually need to make my Vivien take no damage. So I think that is pretty reasonable. Then I can chump this. Right, so Vivien only takes 1. Chumped. Actually blocked properly. Yeah, I think that's fine. We're holding strong. Because Murmuring Mystic is really good. Ooh, Path is interesting. I'm gonna plus first. Likely just gonna get a land. Got a Benthid. Interesting. Benthid is not actually very good. Going to Azcanta. And we died. And we died. Well, that happens sometimes. I'm saddened by that. You know what? That's too cute. We're changing it up. Add another Anticipate. Oh, Sabotage, I guess? Is there anything interesting here that I think is good? I mean, favorable winds might actually be reasonable in this deck. I'm gonna put some Blink of an Eyes in here. I don't know why I did it like that. Shut up. It's fine. Let's drop down one of the Sabotages. And honestly, one of the Viviens. She actually isn't nearly as good as she could be in this deck. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's totally fine. Ah, we were so close that last game. I mean, I guess technically I could have Azcanted first. But, you know, it's blind either way. That's an okay hand. As long as I can get this out with enough spells to cast, it should be okay. Oh, another Mana Culture. Well, this is awkward. Just gonna opt end of turn. Try and find a blue-white. Interesting. Try and find another blue source. Another blue source. This might be some sort of control, though, so it's very possible my Jace is going to get countered. But I'll be playing a threat every turn. Like Jace into Mystic.
I will find you, Vraska.
I think it's correct to make an illusion.
This should distract you.
Just to actually have something on board. Hollow Fountain, you say? Well, that's interesting. Well, that's not telling at all.
Let's try this.
Sure. Yeah, it's fine. Didn't really need a shock for that. Let's go ahead and do this into this. And now we have a mysticky boy to make some mysticky birds. What say you? What say you? Come on! It could have been a real game. Could have been a contender. That sound is too loud, Wizards. Come on. Hey, it's me, it's Tony Viz. Come on, I'm your cousin, Tony Viz. This is a yikes for me. We're gonna draw with Growth Spiral. Am I gonna be greedy? Am I gonna be my opponent mulligan? I'm gonna be greedy. Cause I'm a bad person. But I do have Growth Spiral. Oh, fudge, it's mono blue. Well, I can get a bit of ramp in. Mono blue, I hate you so much. I can go straight to 4, though. I can play a Murmuring Mystic, although my opponent probably has fucking Essence Capture. Come on, hit me! Ow. You gonna do anything else on your turn? You want to counter my Growth Spiral? Nope. Plop that in tapped. So I'm relatively certain that my opponent is holding up Essence Capture. Or counter of some kind, so I'm just gonna pass the turn. It's like very little reason for me not to. Want to play in something? Okay. You can keep attacking me for 1. I'm totally fine. Play a little game of chicken. Bark, 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 bark. I'll kick Blink of an Eye. My opponent can sack this if they want. Sure, dive down. So now they can only really have Spell Pierce. So I am totally fine playing out my Murmuring Mystic. Oh, actually, I can play out Jace. And hold up Repudiate. Sure, I'll hold out Jace and then plus him. See if my opponent wants to be concerned with old Jake from State Farm. The next turn... sure. Next turn I can Murmuring Mystic and hold up Sinister Sabotage. Then I can replicate into it. You're gonna hit Jake from State Farm? Sure. Hitting him for one's not very good. What am I talking about? I can't hold up Sabotage. I have another Jake from State Farm.
Let's think this through.
I really don't want to get Essence captured. So I think I'm just gonna wait another turn. Like, my opponent isn't doing anything to Jace right now. I just realized I don't trust it. Yep. Nope. I'll take Growth Spiral. Something I can cast with Murmuring Mystic. Sure, Tempest Djinn. Totally fine. I can chump that for days. Ow. Cool. Yeah. So I need to do this to make sure he doesn't die. Oh, we're getting a new arena board with War of the Spark, which is really cool. It's on top of Bolas' Citadel. I really wish Wizard implemented freaking... I mean, I can kill the Storm Tamer. Like, I'm fine with Jace going to 1. I don't think they played, like, instant speed pulse spells, so I'm fine getting rid of the Storm Tamer. I really wish Wizards would implement a freaking way to just, like, select your own thing. I'll play another Mystic, I guess. Sure. If they have Essence Capture, they have. They didn't have Essence Capture. All right. I will go ahead and end the turn. What's really nice... Do I want to attack here? No, not really. What's really nice about Murmuring Mystic is that it's on cast, so it doesn't have to resolve. Opt? Sure. Don't care about Opt. So now I should be able to just protect Jace completely. And I'll be able to take him up till we get to 5. Make clones, play a new one, take those up, nonsense ensues. Real cool stuff. I probably should have just made this deck a little bit more built around, looks like my opponent might counter this, built more around the Murmuring Mystics because they're just so much more consistent. I guess I want Sabotage. This is a Sabotage. I can't stand it. I know you planned it. Pteramander. Oh no. Storm Tamer, sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, sure. Plus a Rooney.
Decisions.
Oh, I can counter this. Haha, nice. And I'm just gonna pass the turn. I love making chump block birds. I love making chump block birds. Because it costs 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 8, so yes, 4. I'm just attacking me now. Cool. I'll block this. Oh, I am dumb. I could have just copied these. It's fine. Oh no, I'm at 11. Alright, I do need to actually draw some damn cards at this point. Opponent does not seem to care about the ground, so I'll just do this. because they can't really do much anyway. Draw a card, discard a card. It's one or more! Go off, Jace. Garbage fire. I still have blockers, it's fine. Do I want to play more islands? No, I guess not. Yep. 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 Cast something so I can counter it. Thank you. This might get countered, but it's fine. What I really need are the burbs. Much to my surprise, we have 2 wins with this deck. One against something, some sort of control, and then one against an actual deck. So we did actually beat a real deck. Kind of. So I could have... So one of the videos I could have made is Momir Madness. It's just... Momir's boring after the first time you play it, so it doesn't really make for a great video. I do hope you enjoyed this. I might revisit this at some point if I can make up a deck for it. Like, there might be some Planeswalkers that help. I actually need to, like, double check that. There might be some Planeswalkers that help it, but for right now, that's what you got. I'd like to, of course, thank my lovely patrons, especially Salamander, Croft, and Zin, for their continued support. If you'd like to join them and supporting the channel, you'll find links to the Patreon down in the description below, as well as you could just hit the join button to become a channel member. In the description, you'll also find links to the Discord server, where we chat and play games and things, and it's going to be a ton of fun. And yeah, I do hope that you've enjoyed this kind of lower level video. And if you did, go and tap that like button, add a subscription to Mana Pool, cast one of those comments in the comment section down below, and pass the turn in the vid to some of your friends. And until next time, all will be one.